I'm just gonna start working over the front end part right now just for the UI and apply the logics later on. So Now I'm gonna add the states that will be required, like the to do state and the count state. Now I'm gonna add the function to add the to dos. Since this is in TypeScript, I can also add interfaces for the to do property. Now I'm gonna add the function here. Before that, I just want another state that's gonna take the the input of the text and store it. We don't need the ID here, it's useless, because when we will iterate it, it will automatically create an ID, like basically the index number of the array list that will be counted as the ID there. Text and completed. Let me just add demo data of the tasks here. Okay, now let's write the actual function that will iterate all the tasks dynamically while keeping the demo task for reference. Um, let's check it once. Okay, it works. Let's add some styling. In this completed, actually, well, this completed, it will filter all the to dos that are completed and give out the length, and in pending it will just filter out all the to dos that are not completed and give out the length. We can further optimize it by adding a memo here, so that it won't have to calculate this every time. Count. So this has been memoized, and now we can use it here. Okay, and now let's add the completed function. Um, right, we need the array of dependency here to make sure that it changes every time the to changes, and it calculates it. I forgot to add this. Now we would add the complete function. So this will take the index of the to do as a number, and first it will copy the to do's array as it is inside the updated to do so that the original one won't change, and then it will find the specific task that needs to be completed, and will set that as true, and then it will set the to do's, and it will change the actual array. So we will add this here inside tasks, inside complete button here. Click. Actually, we don't need the index. It has to be removed as well, so, or rather we can also change the UI style, but let's make it a different section here, tasks, and here it will be a completed task section, which will be the same thing as the task section, but only um, for the completed tasks. Dot filter dot map. Alright, and the same thing here in tasks. I just need to show the pending tasks, not the completed ones, so I will just add a filter here as well. Filter. So this will show only the completed tasks here, pending tasks here, and the completed tasks here. So I will also change this name here, pending tasks, and completed tasks. Okay, now we need to add the delete functionality, and also the complete functionality. It will show mark as not and we'll give this a yellow color. Okay, so first we will just make sure the delete button works. Constant delete task, and it's just gonna splice it out from the index. It's nothing special. We can also do filter from it, but this is simple. We will add this here in the delete button, so deleting it will completely delete it, and also here in this delete button, so this will also work. This works. Now I need to make sure the not complete task is working. this is the same thing as complete, but it sets it to false, so there's nothing to understand there. And I'm just gonna add this function there. There seems to be a bug. Clicking on it isn't doing anything. Let's figure out why that's happening. Let's add debug logs here. Let's open the console and refresh it, and let's try it. Okay, it's clicking it, but it's not changing the state of it. Okay. It seems to be a problem of UI updating, because even if the state changes, the UI is not changing. So we can force it to change like this. Let's try this method once. We can add a use effect here. We can just console something has been updated, and then in the dependency series we can give to do's. Now let's see. Nope, it's not changing. Okay, then it's a problem in the function. Complete. This will take the to do. Is this gonna work? Let's see. It's still not working. I'm just gonna ask the AI what's wrong here. So I'm just gonna tell him that uh, quickly clicking it and not complete buttons sometimes cause a bug, but is that the completed state won't change even if the button is fixed. And I'm not gonna make it agentic. I'm just gonna ask it just for the sake for this recording. I guess ChatGPT is faster, so I just copy it and ask ChatGPT. Okay. So I guess because I'm spamming the complete and not complete button here, the index gets messed up. So the IDs of the to-dos are messed up, and that's why it's not actually changing the specific to-do state. So I guess I have to provide a specific ID for it. So ID number, and whenever I'm adding a to-do, where did it go? Add to-do. Okay, here I just need an ID. So I'll just create a function to generate an ID. So this will generate an ID using the math random function automatically. So now I'll just copy this generate ID and pass this function as the ID in to do. And inside this the key will be the to do ID because the index was causing problems in dynamic tasks and also in completed tasks. Okay, there's an issue. Let me refresh and okay. There's still the issue. The issue is still persisting. Oh, because okay, I have passed the index here. Okay. mm, I have to pass the to do id here. To do dot id also in here. To do dot id. um, this was pending tasks. Okay, and also here inside actions to do dot id, and here also to do dot id. There's an error. Okay, cannot set properties of undefined completed. Complete task. It's taking this. Okay, I have to give their id here as well. id id. This should work. Let's completely change this. Constant dated to-dos, then find the index, and then update that index. Same here. Find the index, then update the index. Same here. Everything works fine. And now the we need the to do states to be persisting even after reload. So we can do that by adding that to local storage. So whenever the page is loading, use effect, or whenever a to-do list is being updated, to-dos are being updated, I can set them to local storage dot set items, and it will set it as a JSON object, and to retrieve it after reload we need to retrieve it. So I'll just write that use effect as well. Local storage dot get item, it's being saved as to-dos, and it'll pass and set it. Okay. This synchronously can cascading render effects. Okay, we'll fix that later if it works. Let's see if it works. Let's refresh. Okay, it works. Let's do this. Yes, it works. Is there anything else? Live counts, total to-dos completed pending. Total completed pending. Okay. Okay, this count is wrong. Pending tasks should be 1. Okay. Pending to-dos dot length, it will not be to-dos dot length, it will be to-dos dot filter, and it will filter out the pending ones. And the same for completed text. This, okay, it's already here. Pending 3, pending 3, 2. Okay, this works. Persistence works. Constraint change after everything. Okay. Modify the app so only one to do can be marked as completed at a time. Okay, so basically what we want to do is, if I mark this complete, then all the other will be uncompleted, and if I mark this complete as well, then this will also become uncompleted. Okay, so completing this one will make the rest uncompleted. So I'll just copy this function and comment the previous function. And what I need to do is, after it's changing this and it's setting the completed to do, find the index and set it as true, and then set everything else as false. And to do that, I need to set state, set to-dos, and then map all of them. No, not map all of them, but I can filter them. Okay, filter them first. Get before we do that, we can also filter them. Filter the completed ones, completed to-dos, and it will be filtered here. And then we just need to create a map here, completed to-dos dot for each, get all the to-dos here, and then we will find the updated to-dos whose ID is equal to this ID, whose basically ID is equal to the ID of the to-do we are giving here, and then we need to set it false. So basically every single one of them will be false except the one we are passing here. And this code could also be written as like which is not equal to the ID we are giving. So no, it's fine, because it's fine. We are already filtering out the completed to-dos, and then we are setting everything false, and then we just need to set it. Set to-dos to-dos, updated, not updated to-dos. Actually, updated to-dos, okay, they are also being set here, so it should work fine now. Complete, no, it's not working. Let's just erase this completely, and I will just take the previous to-dos, map the previous to-dos, and check. Wait, okay. Previous to-do start map. If to-do id is equal to the id, we will set it completed, and if to-do id is not equal to to-do id, we will set it as not completed. Completed false, and there's a syntax error. Okay, this syntax error can be fixed by AI, so let's ask it to fix it. Okay. No, not actually what I wanted it to do, but okay. Let's check it. Okay, it works. It works fine now. Let's also test the persistence again. Okay, great, it works. Anything else? Okay, it's done.